All right, Cole, obviously a lot of familiar faces, not just at spring camp, your second go around here, but you've been a part of this organization for quite some time now, being drafted last year, played a couple of games as a call-up, but what's it like to get back on the ice with some familiar faces and come back to Regina?
Yeah, obviously it feels good to be back with, the boys I was here with last year and some new guys they're all great guys and nice to meet them. Lots of guys from Manitoba, from where I'm from, so nice to see them here as well too. Yeah.
And I guess to follow up, what's it like, having fellow Manitobian players? I guess for lack of a better term, I'm sure know a lot of these guys being from Ren, and the Pats I think selected 7 of them in this past draft. So what's that like?
Yeah, obviously, it's pretty cool. There weren't many Manitobans on the team before, so it's nice to get some guys on the go here from Manitoba. So yeah, it's nice to see.
How does it feel to skate out here? I imagine, compared to last year, right? I imagine last year was sort of a kind of a whirlwind. Here we are as a rookie, but now you're kind of a veteran of this camp, I guess, and being here.
Yeah, last year I was quite nervous coming in. Didn't know what to do. Didn't know, what it would be like. But I had good confidence this year coming in. Thought the first skate was pretty good and felt confident out there. So yeah.
Is that just an extra year and just knowing what to expect and what to do out there?
I'd say knowing I'm one of the older ages here and just knowing all the guys or the guys that were there last year. But yeah.
What are the goals for you this summer? What do you hope to achieve?
Just gonna work out a lot and get stronger, put on some weight, and just get faster on the ice.
Cole, was your experience last year, spring camp, main camp, and then your call-up appearances throughout the season, and obviously being a Black Ace during the playoffs, a positive experience for yourself, just everything that you kind of went through and the learning experiences that you were able to gather over the course of the year?
Yeah, I think it was a great experience, throughout the whole year, being called up a few times there, playing some games. Definitely will get my confidence level up for if I get the chance to play some more games and just know what the league's about and the players that play on the team, so yeah.
What was the biggest eye-opener about, coming to the Pats in the Western Hockey League? Because I'm sure there were some hurdles and some obstacles when you first got here.
Yeah, obviously, stepping on, the guys are way bigger and stronger than me, so had to a little bit adapt to that. So just over the summer, get stronger and be able to compete with those guys.
How do you think your game has grown since you were here last year?
I think that it has grown pretty good. I feel like I'm a little bit more confident than I was last year, and that helps me with carrying the puck more and making plays.
You had a solid season with Brandon there. How did that play into your development?
Yeah, it was pretty good. We had a good team out there, so finished first in the league. So we had a deep group and was able to put some pucks in the net and contribute for that team. So,
does a camp like this help prospects, signed or unsigned especially, kind of get a sense of, this seems like a good opportunity to play here?
Yeah.
From the business side of things and seeing other like-minded players.
Yeah, obviously meeting all the coaching staff and all those guys are great, and just knowing what it's like to be here and what it's like to be a Pat it's a great experience. So yeah, it's nice to have these camps. And
are you almost maybe a salesman for the team that way, telling the younger guys, hey, this is how it works here, this is how it is?
Yeah, I'd say most teams are pretty strict, I guess, in that way. I try to, talk to all the younger guys and make them feel comfortable here as a Pat. So yeah.
And I'm pleased to be joined with Corbin Almen, second-round pick of the Regina Packs back in 2022, and you've been a part of this organization for pretty much a whole calendar year now. What's it like to now participate in your second consecutive spring camp with Regina?
Yeah, it's definitely a great experience. Super fun, super glad to be back. The organization treats everyone super well, so definitely glad to be back here.
I wanted to ask about just the experience that you gained with Regina over the course of the regular season. You were called up a handful of times, picked up your first career point in December against Spokane, even played a shift in overtime where you almost scored the overtime winner. What did you learn the most about your experience with the Pats last year?
Yeah, that's definitely a great experience and kind of puts me ahead, knowing what it's like ahead of a few other guys. So it's definitely super cool to get out there. I mean, it's definitely a big jump from where I was playing last year, but yeah, it's just super great to be out there and get that experience.
And unfortunately, you weren't able to participate in the U18 Club Championships due to an injury. Just maybe give us an update on where you're at right now in terms of your progression.
Yeah, basically just strengthening my shoulder back up. It's all healed, so just focusing on strengthening it back up, and I'll be good to go.
It's nice to come out here and skate with fellow players, you know, the 07s and 08s, to kind of see where you guys are at, who's sort of in the, you know, maybe I need to work on this a little bit more, or this guy's falling behind a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely great to see what the competition is like and get out here and be able to compete against some of the guys your own age.
Does it give you motivation to work harder and you know, work harder than the next guy and the next guy through the off season as well?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely has a big motivation factor to it, and seeing other guys improving and knowing that you're going to have to improve to compete with them.
You signed with the team like right after spring camp last year, right?
Yeah.
Was this a factor in your decision, and do you think it's a factor for any young player that comes here?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely cool to get to see what the organization is like, and I think once most people see how the organization treats everyone, they definitely want to be part of this team.
And to build off Taylor's points, you know, I've spoken to some of the parents here, and you know, I believe I counted only 7 teams, including Regina, in the Western Hockey League hold a rookie development camp or a spring camp throughout the summer. How beneficial is that for prospects like yourself? Because not all 22 teams in the league do things like this.
Yeah, it's definitely super beneficial. It's really cool to get to see what Regina's looking for and what you got to do to improve and be able to make the team.
Thinking back to last year's spring camp, how do you think your game has evolved to this year?
Yeah, I think I've just gotten smarter mostly, you know, be able to be at the right spot at the right time and sort of improved in all aspects and gotten a bit stronger. So.
Playing on that strong Blazers team, how do you think you did last season?
Yeah, I thought it was a great season. I think it's definitely super special to play on a team like that and make a deep run like that. So it's definitely helped me going on with my career.
And you're going to be playing with the Pads, hopefully for the long term with, you know, I'm sure your friend Braden Smith, Braden Zacharias, who you guys won a championship with the Blazers last year. Are you excited to, I guess, down the road continue to play with those two individuals?
Yeah, definitely. They're great guys. They're both special players, so it's definitely be cool to get to play with them some more.
And was there an adaptation last year playing for the Blazers? I know you're a point game player last year, Corbin, but you know, from talking to Dale McMullen, he says that it's tough for a 15-year-old to play in the Saskatchewan Midget AAA League just because the talent is so high. I mean, heck, you guys had Cole Reshny, he's one of the top prospects, right, from Victoria. So, you know, what was the adaptation for you playing your first year of U18 hockey as a 15-year-old?
Yeah, I think I just had to get kind of smarter, be at the right area at the right time. I wasn't going to be stronger than anyone or out-battle anyone, so I kind of just had to outsmart them in that aspect.